Chicago and Pittsburgh in week 2. That'll be a good one. Dallas in the Romo-friendly offense getting its debut against Raheem Morris and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Raheem Morris' first game as a head coach, period. Bucks first possession down 3-0. Byron Leftwich to his new tight end, Kellen Winslow, making a nice catch for 19.
That's what they brought him in for, coach, to work the middle of that zone.
6 plays later, Mike Nugent, new to the team as well, trying a field goal. It's blocked, and it's recovered by Leon Lett.
Scoop and score.
Mike Jenkins recovers, but Cowboys still have possession. Bucks seeing the 3 points go away, and now Dallas turning that into points. Romo to his BFF, Jason Witten, 18 yards, led to a Nick Folk field goal. They're up 6-0, as both offenses really weren't in sync early on in the game, except for this man, Cadillac Williams.
There he goes.
Got a tune-up, coach.
It's nice to see him healthy and down that sidelines. They need you back, Cadillac.
He earned the starter's job in the preseason and then showed in the first half of this game why he did win that job. Touchdown. Williams had 97 yards on 13 carries. Bucks up by 1. Less than a minute to go in the half when Miles Austin makes a play.
What a run. Look at this. See ya.
42-yard scamper, and the Cowboys are up 13-7 at the half. Nice move by Austin.
Yes, it is. Look at a great set. First of all, off the jam. Then watch the stutter step. Excuse me.
Wow. Third quarter, Cowboys' first possession of the second half. 2nd and 10 from their own 34. Now, where's Roy Williams been? I'll tell you where he's been.
Here he is.
There. Roy. Watch
He's
this
big and
speed.
he's strong, and nobody's going to catch
He's
him.
saying, I'm a number 1 receiver. Get off of me, you critics.
You're the critic. What are you talking about?
Well, maybe he was talking to me.
66-yard score. 3 possessions later for the Bucks. Michael Clayton hangs on, down 20-7.
2 big catches today in traffic.
4 plays later on the 1-yard line. Derek Ward new to the team. Derek Ward new to the end zone here. Touchdown. It's a 1-possession game again. Fire off the cannons. Next Cowboys possession. All right, so he's throwing to Miles Austin.
Right.
And he's throwing to Roy Williams.
Check.
We're forgetting here.
Patrick.
Right.
Wide open again.
80 yards, longest pass play of Romo's career.
You got to be kidding.
So Owens is chilling in Western New York on VH1, and these guys are looking pretty good. Tip top. Here's Raheem Morris. 4th and 6 on the ensuing possession. Down by 13, has to go for it. Kellen Winslow drops it.
Oh
boy.
no.
So next Cowboys possession, Romo. All right, so he's hit Austin, he's hit Creighton, he's hit Roy Williams. You need to get his BFF involved, right?
No.
It's Creighton again.
This was the forgotten guy last year.
44-yard game.
The forgotten receiver when they brought in Roy Williams a year ago.
And then Marion Barber polishes it off. Everybody contributing to the Dallas Cowboys. Let's take a look at this highlight right now. The Dallas Cowboys in front of 105,121 fans, including the 43rd President of the United States and his wife out there for the coin toss. First quarter, Cowboys trailing 3-0 when Marion Barber takes it left tackle for a 27-yard gain.
Look at the block downfield by Roy Williams.
Great blocking, Roy.
And then 2 plays later, on 1st and goal from the Giants 2, Barber caps off the drive.
It's one of the
First
biggest,
touchdown of the new Jerry Day.
one of the largest lines assembled in the National Football League. When they get you 32 or less than that, they're going to just drive it right down your throats.
Next Cowboys possession. 3rd and 10 on the 24. Romo is picked. What happened here, Steve?
Here's what happened. Romo was checking off. Actually, he was checking because the Giants were showing full blitz. He checked, and the Giants checked back to zone, cover two, and Romo didn't change his play, and he threw it in there into coverage, into zone coverage.
The ensuing kickoff. Why do we show these, Dion?
It has to be a boo-boo.
Or run back, but it was the boo-boo. Consecutive snaps of the football. Turnovers by the Dallas Cowboys. Felix Jones just puts it on the turf. 2nd quarter after the Giants got 3 points out of that. Here's Patrick Creighton on the end around. And he gets smoked out of bounds. He would leave the game momentarily. 3 plays later, 3rd and goal from the 1, and Romo goes for his BFF.
Nice sell.
Jason Witten touchdown. Cowboys up on top 14-13, and the triplets also part of that record crowd.
Take off the shades, Mike.
2 possessions later for the Cowboys. Romo still up by 1, trying to tack on some more points before the half. Ball seems to hit the ground as you see the referee rules an incomplete pass. Kenny Phillips runs to the end zone thinking he scored a touchdown, and you know what? He darn should have. As the ball hit off of Witten's shoe, ball never hit the ground, so the booth buzzes down and gives the ball to the Giants at the spot of the interception. So it just only delayed the touchdown by a couple plays. Mario Manningham going in the end zone and juggling and then corralling for the touchdown.
He had his coming out party now. What a great game. 10 receptions for the guy from Michigan.
2017, Giants up at the half, third quarter. That's your score after the Giants missed a field goal. Here comes Felix Jones redeeming himself.
This is what they do best. Control the line of scrimmage and run the football, Dallas.
56-yard gain. 5 plays later, they're on the doorstep at the Giants' 3. It's 3rd and goal. And Tony Romo calls his own number. Touchdown. Cowboys on top, 24-20.
Nice play called, Jason Garrett.
Next Cowboys possession, they're on the plus side of the field again. 1st and 10 from the Giants' 46. And Romo, for whatever reason, just hucks it up the ground.
I don't know how you don't see that safety. It's almost a resemblance of the play we saw last year to Ed Reed versus the Baltimore Ravens. It's almost like he's not seeing the safety in deep middle.
Another interception for Romo sets up the Giants. And the next play, they're going for it. Manning to Manningham. Mario Manningham, 49-yard gain. He had 10 catches, as you said, Steve, for 150 yards. 3 plays later, 3rd and 8 from the Cowboys, 22 in the 4th quarter. Eli Manning on 3rd and 8 finds Steve Smith wide open.
That's a busted coverage. Somebody down the middle, that wide open. Wow.
The route, coach.
These are their 2 receivers. They're finding out who is X and Z and 1 and 2 in this bunch.
Giants lead the game 27-24. 11 minutes and change to go when it's Manning to Manningham again on 2nd and 11. Moves the ball down the field. 3rd and 7 now on this drive. Eli Manning buying time, leaving the pocket, pirouetting like Favre. Steve Smith is stopped well short of the first down. They have to settle for a field goal and take a 6-point lead, 30-24, 4 and change to go. Romo to Marion Barber, who appears to blow a tire at the end. He left the game pointing to his left quad. So in comes Felix Jones to cap off the ground-driven drive, and the Dallas Cowboys are on top again, 31-30, and Jerry Jones is clapping again, but still enough time for Eli Manning to spoil the party after the 2-minute warning. Manning to the right side to Steve Smith to the 40-yard line, and Jerry is now concerned, but he has some nice catering behind him. Manning on 3rd and 4, it's tipped up in the air, but to Steve Smith. Mario Manningham bringing on Lawrence Tynes with 4 seconds to go. From 37 yards away, it is up, and it is good.
What a game.
And the New York Giants improve to 2-0, go into Dallas, and rain on the parade.
Cowboys 21-7. They are now 2-1, and the Carolina Panthers fall to 0-3. We'll show you exactly how it happened. Tony Romo trying to bounce back from those 3 INTs a week ago. Jake Delhomme, 6 turnovers in the season coming into the game. 2nd quarter, Delhomme looking deep, and Musa Muhammad. It's intercepted by Mike Jenkins, former first-round selection. Delhomme not very happy, as I mentioned, 6 turnovers coming into the game and an early interception right there. Next Carolina possession, Delhomme to the right side finds Dante Rosario. He would have a big night. Next play, 1st and 10, this time from the shotgun, looking for the same guy. Nice look off, perfect placement, Rosario touchdown.
Back-to-back great throws by Jake Delhomme to Dante Rosario.
Not just great, Charles. I mean just perfect.
They were absolutely perfect. The first one over the linebacker before his head could be turned. And you pointed out, Paul, holding the safety with a look one way and coming back the other and firing a strike to Rosario.
3rd quarter, Jones with the handoff and runs down the left side. He will eventually be taken down at the Carolina 10-yard line. And that is a gain of 40 yards. 2 plays later, 2nd goal, Romo to Tashard Choice. Make somebody miss and dive for the end zone. However, this play going to be challenged by John Fox.
Yeah, he's going to make sure that, hey, did he get in? Did we get him down before he got in?
Yes.
And he did. Knees are down. And it's a great challenge by Fox because he said, Jose, if he didn't get in, let's give us an opportunity to play a little bit of defense, make them earn it.
Yeah, clearly the knee down, and the call was reversed. 2 plays later, flag is thrown for a false start on rookie tight end John Phillips. Cowboys forced to kick a field goal. Jerry Jones not happy. Panthers ensuing possession.
Right,
exactly. Ensuing possession. That's the first sack of the season for the Cowboys. Jay Ratliff getting it done. Cowboys' next possession, Romo to the right side looking for Roy Williams. That's a gain of 23 yards all the way down to the Carolina 35-yard line. 5 plays later, Tashard Choice with the handoff. Right up the middle, little to the left, 5-yard touch. Cowboys take the lead 10-7. Steve Smith on the opposing sideline for the Panthers, trying to get his team fired up and avoid the 0-3 start. Next Dallas possession, 3rd and 11. Romo over the middle to Patrick Creighton. Just enough for a first down with a gain of 12. 3 plays later, Romo doesn't like what he sees downfield, has Tashard Choice out of the backfield, tackled by Captain Munnerlyn, but not until he gets the first down. That's down to the Carolina 33-yard line. Into the fourth quarter, here's Romo looking for Roy Williams. Almost comes up with it.
Yeah, but it was 2nd and goal inside the 1-yard line. Wondering why they're throwing the ball on back-to-back plays, Paul, when you got a chance to go ahead and run it inside with their big guys, maybe even make it 4-down territory. Instead, they have to settle for a field goal.
That was 13-7. Carolina's next possession. Delhomme looking for Steve Smith, but that is incomplete. Cowboys defense comes up big again. Panthers are forced to go 3 and out for the 4th consecutive time in the second half. Cowboys with the ball in the next possession. Romo short over the middle to Roy Williams. Turns it upfield and gains 26 yards. Again, he had 4 catches on the evening. A couple of plays later, Romo pressured by linebacker John Beeson. He is called for intentional grounding, and the Cowboys are forced to punt. Panthers next possession, 3rd play of that drive. 2nd and 2, Jake Delhomme looking off for Steve Smith, but picked off by Terrence Newman. That's his 2nd interception of the night, and that's points for the Cowboys. As we take another look, Delhomme and Steve Smith clearly, as they say, Charles, not on the same page here.
Yeah, Steve Smith Delhomme saw the slant that Steve Smith was starting to run, but Steve Smith felt like the slant was taken away and was trying to break it back outside, but the ball was already gone from Jake Delhomme. Interception, touchdown. That sealed things for Dallas.
To Denver. Wow. Josh McDaniels and Kyle Orton trying to start 4-0 after McJay-Gate and that whole mess with Brandon Marsh and all that. The Dallas Cowboys are in, and they're up 3-0. End of the first quarter. Roy Williams. Keep that in your mind.
Yeah, keep that in your mind. On Champ Bailey right there.
1st and goal from the 2-2 plays later. Marion Barber did play in this game, and that quad looked pretty good right there.
Yeah, push him in there. Push him in.
10-0. Dallas on top, but everybody who believes this was the toughest test for Denver is probably thinking, well, Denver's not really for real. That's when Romo began to be introduced to Elvis Dumerville and the rest of this team. Ronaldo Hill came around for the sack and fumble. Forced fumble, DJ Williams recovers. Romo was sacked a career-high 5 times in this game. Next play, no Sean Marino out of the backfield.
Oh, good concentration, good focus, great hands. And this kid is a leader, they tell me.
Anthony Spencer had it, as Troy said in the broadcast, it looked like it went through his stomach. But the Broncos are down 10-7 just like that. That's your game. That's your score in the 3rd quarter. First possession of the half for Tony Romo.
No.
This looked like the same
Champ
route there.
Bailey.
Different guy.
Only the best corner, arguably, in the game.
44th career pick. 2 possessions later for the Broncos. Moreno puts the ball on the turf. No, it's no gain. 4th and 1. Broncos decide to go for it rather than tie the game, and Moreno stopped again.
Good penetration by the defense.
Slipped. They don't make it.
Brookings headbutting his coaches in the stomach. 8:29 left to go in the game. It's still Dallas up by 3 when Orton delivers it to Eddie Royal with a player in his face. 12 yards. Jay Ratliff goes helmet to helmet. Tack on 15 more. 4 plays later, Orton 3rd and 6. 7th play of the drive. Marino stopped short by Orlando Scandrick. Matt Prater does tie the game at 10. Next possession for the Broncos. 2 minutes to go from midfield. Brandon Marshall
going to your number 1 receiver.
Play.
Do what you do,
this
Brandon.
Guy runs angry.
51-yard playmaker.
He's angry because he is not paid. That's why he's angry.
Brandon Marshall with the score.
Go up and get it and take it. See, this is when you need a number 1 receiver. Game is tight. Everything's on the line. You got to make a play. You got to go to the well.
And guess who's BFFs now? Oh, the kids!
Man, help me get my money in this. It'll be all right.
So now Tony Romo needs to score a touchdown to tie with 1:15 to go on 4th and 3. He extends the play as he always does and makes a play.
Great play. Great improvise.
Great play, Tony Romo.
Sam Hurd.
Get out of bounds.
He doesn't. It's cost the Cowboys a timeout they need later. 53-yard play to the Broncos. 25 plays later, 3rd and goal. Romo for Sam Hurd.
Don't go there.
Got another chance.
Champ Bailey on the coverage. What does Jason Garrett dial up? The same play, and Romo goes for Bailey again.
Don't go there.
And Bailey breaks up the play on Sam Hurd on 4th and goal. And that's the way the Denver Broncos beat the Cowboys to go to 4-0. Everyone after the game wanted to know, what did McDaniel say to his new BFF?
I'll leave that between he and I, but it was, just a good. I'm not going to tell him, so don't you. There you go.
Once upon a time, a Parcells assistant in Dallas, Todd Haley, now head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs, running their Dallas Texans throwbacks against the Dallas Cowboys, who were not in sync for much of this game. Tony Romo from Miles Austin.
He's going to make up for it.
Yeah, he would. He definitely would. Patrick
We only
Creighton.
showed you this if it's a big play or a boo-boo.
It was a boo-boo for Patrick Creighton that led to the first points of the game for the Chiefs, up 3-0.
Get up, ain't nothing wrong.
And then finally, the Romo-friendly offense wasn't friendly in any way, shape.
We're a little out of whack.
Everybody's friends, but they're not winning.
5 plays after that gift fumble for the Kansas City Chiefs. The old Patriot connection. Matt Castle to Mike Vrabel, everybody.
That is his 11th career touchdown catch for a linebacker.
That is true story. Steve Mariucci. You can check.
Wow.
Research department.
You've been hanging with George.
Next, Cowboys drive at 10th play, 3rd and goal, and Sam Hurd can't corral it. So that led to just the Cowboys field goal. It's 10-3 Kansas City at the half. 3rd quarter, opening drive for the Chiefs, 3rd play thereof. DeMarcus Ware finally gets on the board. This is the first sack.
And that's what they need for the defense to start making some big plays and turn this thing around.
Contract year for him?
It's always going to.
2 possessions later for the Cowboys. 8th play of the drive, and Tashard Choice with
Here we go.
Choice piece of running.
All the Cowboys backs can run between the tackles.
36-yard score. Cowboys down 13-10. 4th quarter we go. Next possession for Dallas. 2nd play of the drive from their own 40. Let's get to it. Come on.
Celebrate.
Let's get to it.
Celebrate.
It's coming.
All right. Romo to Miles Austin. Nice grab.
There we
Nice
go.
adjustment on the play.
Look at this guy. Came off the bench. He wasn't starting. Now he is.
This catch over Brandon Carr gave Austin a mere 128 receiving yards on the day. Led to a field goal to tie the game at 13.
But he's not done.
After the Cowboys block a field goal, 3rd and 5 for the Cowboys, their own 35. Romo to Miles Austin.
There he is
I
again.
said he's
Break a tackle.
not done.
Austin's the capital of Texas, Steve. I said he's also the capital of Missouri,
yeah.
where Kansas
Another
City
touchdown.
is. Should have seen the look he gave me going to commercial break. Like I was talking Greek.
There it is.
190 yards in the day for Austin, and he wasn't done because neither was Matt Castle. 3rd and 14, Castle to Bobby Wade with
Nice.
a $1.40 to go. 4 plays later, it's 4th and 7. Last chance saloon for Kansas City. Castle, end zone, Dwayne Bowe.
No.
Tie ball game. Ties it at 20.
You can't believe that.
Neither can
That was a great throw.
We're going into overtime.
Great execution of the play.
Chiefs won the toss, but then gave up possession on a punt, and it's Miles Austin.
Make the tackle. Everybody runs to the ball. Didn't happen.
The best Austin since Steve. Give him $6 million while you're at it. It took 4.5 quarters for the Cowboys to do it, but they beat the Chiefs 26-20 in Kansas City. The best performance.
You mean to tell me Michael Irvin's name is not on that
He's
list?
7th on this
it's
list.
not.
Better than current Hall of Famer Bob Hayes. Dallas Cowboys coming off of a bye. The Atlanta Falcons trying to beat a team coming off a bye for consecutive weeks. Last team to do that, 2004 San Diego Chargers. It's been a while. But Matt Ryan looked refreshed. on the opening drive. Finds Brian Finneran on the 11th play of the drive. 2 plays later, Jason Snelling busts it through down to the 5-yard line. A 16-play drive that Roddy White caps off. Darn near took 10 minutes off the clock.
That's time of possession.
Executed their first 15 beautifully.
Ensuing possession, 3rd and 11. Roy Williams, shades of Denver. He doesn't want to go there. What is that noise?
Like a dog to get.
Sound like Michael Jackson.
Oh, he was moonwalking there. I mean,
I don't blame him. This guy is real.
It was the last time he caught something like that.
Look at Tony go.
And then Tony Romo in the next possession, he darn near loses his head. The
Got a
football
hook
comes
slide,
loose, but
Tony.
he's called down.
Got a hook slide.
Tony's tough.
He was trying for the first down. He didn't get the first down, but he did get a headache. So the first quarter couldn't have gone worse for the Cowboys coming off their bye. And the Falcons are up 7-3 midway through the second quarter when the Dallas defense began teeing off on a guy who'd been sacked only 2 times this year coming into the game, that being Matt Ryan. DeMarcus Ware strips him. Marcus Spears recovers. Next play, Tony Romo to his big play, starting wide receiver Miles Austin, everybody.
Well, 2 starts in a row, and this guy delivers.
He could go deep, go short, and he's been making the necessary catches. The tough catches.
59-yard pass, 30 ticks left in the half. Tony Romo to Miles Austin again, 17 yards down to the 9-yard line. 10th play of the drive. Romo drops back. He's got no timeouts left. He can't take the sack.
Make it happen, Tony.
But he does make it happen.
That's the way.
That's excellent improvised.
Mr. Reliable, Patrick Frazier.
We lost the starting gig to Miles
Remember
Austin.
that. Remember that name.
You going to get it back?
Yeah, we remember that name. I'm just saying.
Look at him go. Find it.
He's not going to get it back from Miles Austin.
No.
I have to talk about this in a moment.
Man,
Cowboys up at the half, 17-7 as Romo extended the play and made a play. Third quarter. This is the first day game in this new stadium, and you found out late in the day the sun comes right through, right in the eyes of the quarterback. So why don't you guys just run it into the sun?
Run it downhill.
Snelling into the sun. That sounds like a novel I once put down. 6 plays later, Michael Turner.
Give it to the man, Turner. He'll pound it in there.
So a 12-play drive cuts the Cowboys' lead back down to 3. Next possession for Wade. Tony Romo. Miles Austin, everybody. What's happening?
And the concentration, and the majority of his catches have been right on the sideline. And the concentration.
Look at this back shoulder throw, stays in bounds. This combination now, Romo to Miles Austin. Look out.
He's got potential for some yak, too.
Yeah.
This
Strong
young man.
kid.
24-14, fourth quarter, Romo to Miles Austin, who is fallible. He fumbles it, but he fumbles it out of bounds.
He's just letting us know he's human. That's all.
Led to a Nick Folk field goal. Cowboys up 13. Next possession, Matt Ryan buys some time on 3rd and 15. Michael Jenkins comes up short with 9:30 to go. Mike Smith decides to let his team play some defense rather than make a desperate move with 10 minutes left in the clock.
It's a great and a wise call.
But Patrick Creighton is back to field the punt. This 73-yard touchdown, it's the longest punt return since 1999, Steve Mariucci, when someone on this set did it for Dallas. 77 yards. Except he was caught by the punter.
We're going to dig that film up.
With the NFC West wide open for the taking, Matt Hasselbeck in Dallas, and Miles Austin was waiting for him. First quarter we go. We've got Tony Romo throwing to Miles Austin, getting it done.
Jumping in, throwing early to Miles. Miles on a slant.
And Tony Romo up down 3-0 in the first quarter. Romo finds Sam Hurd making plays now.
Man, they're finding everybody that can catch passes now.
7-3. It's Sam Hurd getting into the act.
Yeah, and he got into the end zone.
2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Running the football for Seattle is Justin Forsett. Orlando Scandrick picks up the loose ball. The Cowboys' defense is beginning to get some turnovers as well. Things are beginning to coagulate, if you will.
Forsett's from Dallas.
6 plays later, Stone Cold's
We have
Tony
contact.
Romo stopped by Marcus Trufant, just laying out on
Remember that
Miles
88
Austin.
special? Yeah. That's that 88 special, that post-corner post.
Cowboys wound up going up 14-3. Nice. Nate Burleson trying to get some points on the board for Seattle. He had 89 yards on the day.
30 plays later, Matt Hasselbeck. Nice play to Deion Branch.
Yeah, Matt Hasselbeck had another solid performance today. Spread the ball around.
14-10, Seattle making a game of it. A minute to go in the half. Romo to Miles Austin, setting up first and goal. 2 plays later, Romo. So you got Austin, you got Hurd. Who does that leave as a forgotten man?
Whitten?
Roy Williams.
There he is.
Ball comes loose. The booth buzzes down. Romo says it's a touchdown. The officials on the field say it's a touchdown, and the replay shows
Possession with one hand, reach over and cross the plane of the goal line.
that's a touchdown. 21-10 at the half.
Good job, Roy.
Third quarter, Cowboys second possession of the half. Romo dumps it to Felix Jones.
That's a big play waiting to
This
happen.
is what he's been doing real good. Take your check down when you have to.
Down to the 8. Next play, you saw Marcus Trufant called pass interference on Miles Austin. Now it's on Roy Williams.
Little miscommunication right there.
2 plays later, Romo to stone cold Miles Austin.
It's amazing how when you're successful, that ball seems to find you.
And
We need to have
he just finger rolled that.
practice.
Did you see that? That was. Would that work on the bat? I thought you said he played basketball.
Yeah, he did. That looked horrible. But we only show you this for one or two reasons.
And it's for the good reason. For Patrick Creighton's second consecutive game in which he's got a return for a touchdown. The Cowboys, going away, win final score 38-17. In fact, Patrick Creighton joins Bullet Bob Hayes as the only players in Cowboy history with a punt return for a touchdown in back-to-back games. We mentioned that Tony Romo did something he's never done before. That's his 3rd straight game with no picks. And a tip of the cap to Edgerrin James, who in this game passed Marcus Allen for 10th all-time on the career rushing yards list. So who was that forgotten man? It was Whitten you mentioned, the old BFF of Tony Romo, but we didn't forget him. Our Lindsay Soto found him afterwards.
Jason Witten, the Cowboys talked this week about how important it was to build some momentum with a W here today. Did you achieve that goal?
I think so. I mean, we got off to a good start, and anytime you can get a big win like that at home and start putting some wins together, it's 3 in a row for us. So it's just going to get tougher though as the season goes on, and I think this team understands those challenges.
How much has the emergence of Miles Austin changed things for the rest of you guys out there? Opened things up a little bit?
Well, it's huge. I mean, he's just playing so good right now, and Tony's got just unbelievable confidence with him, and that's been big for us, and he continues to do it 3 weeks in a row now. He's played big. So as we get going down the stretch, it's going to be big for him to continue to play like that.
You feel like you guys have worked out the kinks?
I do. I mean, I think you're always – it's ever going, you're always trying to get better and focus on the execution, and just it never ends, and each week something different comes up, a new challenge. So just got to continue to get better, and I think this team has a purpose behind it, which makes it easier.
Another big challenge next week.
Yeah, absolutely. And we heard the score. I mean, obviously we know what kind of team they are. Last time we played there, they embarrassed us. So, I mean, this team knows what kind of challenges we have, and it's going to be a tough one.
Dallas Cowboys, who came into town with Roy
Give me the
Williams
ball.
saying he was the number 1. Brian Westbrook a scratch on Sunday, second straight week after having that concussion a couple weeks ago. First series for the Eagles did not go well. A tip drill. Gerald Sensabaugh picks it off. The Cowboys trying to turn that pick into points. Kevin Ogletree with the reception.
Nice screen. Lineman get downfield. Another 25-yard gain. Almost scores with it.
Another receiver in that Romo-friendly offense. And that's time for they're running the Wildcat with the Shard choice. Yeah, take Romo out and take Barber out and put the Shard choice in direct snappage.
Everybody's running the Wildcat.
Second quarter, Cowboys up just 7-6 on their own 20. Romo to Patrick Creighton. First big play of the game for the Cowboys.
Mr. Consistent.
See the linebackers buzzing out in coverage, and they run into each other, and it's a big mishap.
64 yards. 4 plays later, it's first and goal from the Eagles' 4. And Romo looks for Roy Williams. Incomplete.
Once.
Next play. Romo looks for Roy Williams.
Twice.
Right slant.
Well, they're throwing at him. He's like Champ Bailey's arm.
Yeah, well, it's
Watch
not
him. He locked his arm. He locked his arm this time. Right here. Watch the arm. Left arm.
Asante Samuel is a Pro Bowler.
Not called. Next play, Romo is pressured. He escapes. And that one was intended for Marion Barber, but it's incomplete. And look who's wide open in the back of the end zone.
BFF.
Yeah.
He starts scrambling and improvising and extending a play.
Oh, boy, was he wide
It
open.
narrows your vision sometimes.
So the Cowboys settle for a field goal. They're up at the half, 10-6. First possession of the second half, the Eagles. This is their best drive of the game. Easily.
They had a great
The Sean McCoy filling in for Brian Westbrook quite capably. 45 yards down to the Cowboys, 15. And it was Deshaun Jackson springing it.
It's a great blocking.
2 plays later, 2nd and 6 for the Cowboys, 11. McNabb to Brent Selleck. Tight end. Touchdown.
Good scramble drill. Back of the end zone.
And that was a big play because the Cowboys challenged that McNabb had crossed the line of scrimmage. He didn't, so it wasn't just a touchdown against Wade Phillips. It cost him a timeout and a challenge. That was a big sequence right there in the game. 13-10, McNabb wanting some more. But he's intercepted by Mike Jenkins. And then 15 more the other way as Macklin brought down Jenkins by his face mask. Next Cowboys possession. First play from the plus side of the field, 42-yard line of the Eagles. Here's Roy Williams.
This is a strong guy, and he's fast. You break one tackle on the smoke route, see you down the sideline.
20-yard gain, 3 plays later. Romo to Roy Williams? Is he his new BFF?
Yeah, go-to guy.
Fourth quarter, same drive, 3rd and 5 from the Eagles' 15. Romo to Williams, incomplete. Cowboys tie the game on a field goal, however. The Eagles get the ball back. 6th play of their drive, 3rd and 12 from their own 31. Jeremy Macklin moved the chains 15 yards. 3 plays later, 3rd and 1 for the Cowboys, 44. 45, McCoy, no gain.
This is where they had trouble last year at short yardage goal line.
So Andy Reid decides to go for it.
Why not? Let's go.
And he sneaks it. And it looks like McNabb picks it up.
Sure does.
But the refs pick up the ball and then put it down well behind the line of scrimmage. And it's not even close. Andy Reid challenges that.
It's an angry flag.
Got a 250-pound back on the sideline.
I mean, they took a look at it, and it should have been seemingly on the 44-yard line as McNabb's not down yet. Technically, he's sliding down a Cowboy, but the play stood as called. So it's a turnover on downs. Cowboys get the ball back. And on 3rd and 14 from midfield, Romo to Miles Austin, first catch of the game, and it's a big one.
They run sluggo. It's a slant, go to the backside, the corner bites, and easy touchdown to Miles Austin for his first catch.
49 yards. Cowboys up 7 points again. Eagles get the ball back. McNabb from the Cowboys 33 on 3rd and 10. Sacked by Victor Butler. The Eagles kick one from way downtown, 52 yards, make it a 4-point game. All the Cowboys have to do is start collecting first downs, and they can head home with the NFC East lead. There's 1 first down for Marion Barber, 16 yards. 3 plays later, 3rd and 3. Jason Witten moves the chains, and after the 2-minute warning, the Eagles can't stop the clock. They're out of timeouts, and the victory formation and high fives are broken out at Lincoln Financial. The Dallas Cowboys with a game lead in the NFC East. After 9 weeks, the Eagles a half-game lead over the Giants. The Redskins appear down and out. You could stick a fork in them after just 9 weeks of play. That's another time, another story for another show. Game day final presented by KFC. Let's go to Lambeau Field.
Moochie used to be there.
Frozen yet?
Aaron Rodgers and Tony Romo. Tony Romo trying to set the record for most consecutive wins in November by a starting quarterback in the National Football League. But Mr. November. Roy Williams.
Oh,
Woodson knocks it away. Scoreless game with less than 4 minutes to go in the first half.
It's a play by Woodson. Lock it away, Roy.
He came from the other side of the field, coach, to make this play.
And that would lead to a field goal for the Packers.
That says a lot.
For the only scoring in the first half, 3-0. 3rd quarter, 3rd and 13 from their own 45. Aaron Rodgers to Donald Lee, first down. For the Cowboys, 38. These long gainers were few and far between in this game. 4th quarter, 7 plays later, Jordy Nelson from 3rd and 6 from the 8. He leaps for the end zone.
Stretch!
He was ruled down at the 1. And replay showed that, and even after the replay showed it, Mike McCarthy challenged it, and he would need that challenge and timeout later on, but it worked out for the moment for Green Bay. up 10-0. Ball is loose. Green Bay recovers it, even though it appears it's ripped out of Felix Jones's hands. Sacked and forced fumble by Charles Woodson, who had a heck of a game.
Right.
And Wade Phillips wants to challenge it. Jeff Triplett went under the hood and then came out of the hood and said a fumble on the loose ball on the field of play is not challengeable in the NFL.
Even though they look
unless it's in the end zone.
And these officials had a tough day.
Yeah. 3rd and goal after the ball is given to Green Bay, and now it's a touchdown. Spencer Havner, 17-0.
Havner is a defensive player.
But he's
Green Bay.
They throw a fade stop to the guy. Amazing.
It's the Havner leap. Less than 8 minutes to go in Lambeau Field. 4th and 10, down 17. Romo and the Cowboys have to go for it.
Nice ball, Tony Romo. Great pass, great catch.
And even though the ball did seem to hit the ground, Mike McCarthy challenges it, and then he's told, you don't have any challenges left.
Yeah, easy on the challenges, Mike.
I don't know how that's not a penalty, but it could be a delay game.
No, they don't do that.
So move it down the field, Patrick Creighton, down to 1st and goal, picked off.
Beautiful anticipation by Woodson. He knew sprint option was coming.
Wow. The Packers would eventually watch the Cowboys score a touchdown late to avoid the shutout. But Romo's November streak is over. The Packers come up with a huge win, and the Cowboys lose 1 week after their biggest win of the year. Jason Garrett, his owner, wants to see more running plays off of that.
Well, then we're going to run.
Get that.
2nd down against the second quarter, the Washington Redskins, with less than a minute to go in the half, in a 3-0 game. Offense was sparse. Sean Schweischem is out, and Schweischem is Swedish for Noonan.
You got to make those. You cannot miss those type of opportunities.
39 yards away. 39 yards away.
39.
A lot of missed opportunities for the Redskins in the first half. Here's London Fletcher with an easy pick.
Yeah, the last 2 games, the Cowboys haven't scored in the first half at all.
2 drives later, Rocky McIntosh.
You got to be kidding me.
The Redskins only up 3-0 and to half. He does, doesn't he? It's 6-0 in the 4th quarter. Jason Campbell to Fred Davis. First down. 6 plays later, with Liddell Betts out with an knee injury. Caught right.
That's going nowhere fast.
2-yard loss. So out comes Sean Schweischem from 50 yards away.
It is Sean.
Schweischem is Swedish. 4 wide right now.
You cannot continue to miss opportunities, especially on the road.
And DeMarcus, what do you think he's telling Tony?
He's like, come on, Tony, do not throw a pick. We can win this thing.
Less than 7 minutes to go. Romo on 3rd and 3 extends the play and picks up the first down.
He escapes out of the pocket. He can make things happen.
Great athlete.
3 plays later, Romo zeroes in on his BFF. Jason Witten, 12-yard gain.
This is a heck of a defense he's playing against right now.
Next play, Romo finds his new BFF, Miles Austin.
You got to find ways to get him the ball.
And then 2 plays later, what do we call Patrick Creighton?
The go-to guy.
The go-to guy. He's GTG.
Keep it alive. Keep it alive. Scramble drill.
Go-to guy.
Every game it seems like he comes up with the big play, week in and week out.
So the Cowboys score only 7 points last week, score in their last drive to get those 7 points.
That's the way to stay hot. That's the way to stay active. Stay active. That's the way to stay active.
7 points scored this week, score in their last drive, get a win out of it. And the Cowboys, that's the way the Cowboys survive and maintain their 1-game lead in the NFC East.
To make it happen,
the Romo-friendly offense has spun its wheels the last 2 games, but at least the Cowboys are 1-1 as they get set for the Raiders. Welcome to NFL Network's coverage of the Denver Broncos hosting the New York Giants, the capper to the triple header that had this as the middle part of the sandwich. Bruce Gradkowski and the Oakland Raiders taking on Tony Romo and the Romo-friendly offense that scored only 1 touchdown in the last 2 weeks. So they decided to go Wildcat middle of the first quarter, and to Shard choice, it works. A good choice here.
Wildcat right now, and that's a nice direct snap. See ya.
A 66-yard scamper that set up the first field goal of the game for Nick Folk. So the Cowboys still couldn't get in the end zone in the first half. That, however, would change in the second quarter when Romo began to cook with Miles Austin. It's been a few weeks since we've seen this.
It has been, but right here, you see they run Miles across the formation. If you play man, it's hard to cover a guy running across the field.
In the next play, the owner said, get this man the ball, so they did. And Felix Jones runs 46 yards to pay dirt, 10-0 for Wade Phillips and the Dallas Cowboys.
He might be their most explosive player. I know we've seen Miles do it, but when you put the ball in this kid's hands, boy, great things happen.
And the same thing for Miles Austin, the 20-yard gain.
Great route, like a whip route on that play. Fakes in and goes back out. And when you're playing man-to-man, that's tough to cover.
3 plays later, Romo over the middle to Miles Austin, who's tackled and then gets up and runs into the end zone. The refs confab and called that a touchdown, saying that Austin never touched the ground, and it sure didn't look like he did. But upon further review, they say his shin and ankle touched.
One shin or ankle is worth 2 feet.
So take Austin's touchdown off the board, and 2 plays later, put Austin's touchdown back on the board.
There he goes. Well-designed college screen. Just a walk-in. Nice job walking down the field.
Yeah, you got to take a look at this. Patrick Creighton on the block. Watch him go out and get Chris Johnson. Great block right there.
What is he waiting on? Attack the receiver.
I guess he was waiting to get blocked.
Yeah.
Cowboys had 324 yards of offense in the first half. Again, they'd had a lot of offensive problems in that half. Third quarter, Bruce Gradkowski to Zach Miller wide open on 3rd and 3, moved the chains. 4 plays later, 11th play of the drive. Take this in, everybody. That's Darius Hayward-Bay in the end zone for the first time all season.
Finally got in there. Congratulations.
Yes.
The week after Crabtree.
Yes. We got the Crabtree. You're right.
But fourth quarter, the BFF had his best game of the year. 107 yards receiving for Jason Witten. It was a 44-yard play down to the Raiders' 8. And the Cowboys respond with a nifty drive of their own, capped off by Romo to Roy Williams.
Oh, nice route, easy completion.
Romo with 309 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Austin scored, as you saw. Roy Williams scored. So the Cowboys now at 8-3 with 2 wins in the last 4 days. They rule the NFC East roost by a game and a half over the Eagles, who play the Washington Redskins. Dallas needing a win in Giants Stadium to stay a game in front of Philadelphia and essentially end the Giants season. The Giants would be 6-6 with a loss, 3 games behind Dallas, if the Cowboys can beat the Giants, who did not start O.C. Umenyiora, and it didn't start well for the Giants in this game. Down 3-0 midway through the second quarter, Ahmad Bradshaw, who missed the Thanksgiving loss, puts the ball on the ground. Jay Ratliff recovers, and the Cowboys setting up shot on Tom Coughlin's 26. And then 7 plays later, here's Romo to Roy Williams.
Wait to get off the jam. No, he got off the jam boots. Gave his quarterback a great target and made the play.
10-0. Giants trying to get some points before the end of the half. Eli drops back and look out below. He gets it off to Kevin Boss before he's taken down. 16-yard gain on the play. That's pretty big. 2 plays later, 4th play of the drive, the Giants put together a quick 6 points. Hakeem Nicks, all he does is score touchdowns, this rookie out of North Carolina, and it's a 10-7 game.
Touchdowns right before the half are very emotional at halftime. They're uplifting.
Especially when you get one off a turnover, as the Giants plan to do when Marion Barber puts the ball on the turf.
What?
And O.C. Umenyiora picks it up.
Wow.
That was a business decision.
That was a
Marion Barber's upset with himself. O.C.'s loving. He's a factor even though he didn't start. And Brandon Jacobs, this was a huge touchdown. Giants didn't expect to be leading at halftime, as they were 14-10. Brandon Jacobs cashing in on the Barber mistake. Third quarter we go. Opening drive for the Giants. Manning to Manningham, and Mike Jenkins leaves.
He's playing Pro Bowl caliber football coach there.
I like those tall corners, Prime. You know those 5'11", 6-foot corners?
That's a tall corner.
So the Cowboys stop the big blue momentum. 2 possessions later, 3rd and 9 on the plus side of the field. Romo to Miles Austin moved the chains. 4 plays later, 8th play of the drive. Romo, he was flinging around as the running game really wasn't working. What a nicely designed play.
That's your number one receiver.
Pitch and they throw it into Roy. He's got 2 touchdowns today.
So the Giants down 17-14, but the first play after that touchdown, here's Brandon Jacobs. Big man with football rumbling down the sideline.
Decision on wheels.
Longest play of Jacobs' career, longest pass play of the Giants season, and it's Jacobs the one running it in for a score. Giants retake the lead. 21-17. It's 24-17 Giants when Hickson fields the punt.
2.
And he takes it outside the numbers and into the end zone.
You know, if we showing it to you, it was a big play.
79-yard score. Suddenly the Giants are up 2 touchdowns in Giant Stadium. Tom Coughlin, Justin Tucker loving it. The Michelin Man is not. Next Cowboys possession, needing to get on their horse in a hurry. They go to their wide open Roy Williams, but it's overthrown.
Tony, you got to make that play.
Brings up 3rd and 3. 2 plays later, 4th and 2. Romo to Marion Barber, shut down by Aaron Ross. Turnover on downs. The Giants defense now contributing. Cowboys after a 3-and-out with the Giants, needing points in a hurry. Romo to his Longhorn. 1st down. Williams had 60 yards and 2 touchdowns on the day. 5 plays later, Romo to Miles Austin, 22-yard score. Cowboys now need to get the onside kick with 58 seconds to go. Their kicker's David Bueller. Bueller. Cowboys appear to recover.
Wait a minute. There's laundry on the field.
But it's illegal touching. Sam Hurd touches it before it went 10 yards, and that's the way the Giants get the ball. That's the way the Giants complete their first season sweep of the Cowboys since 2004. Checking on the Cowboys' win-loss record since 2005, December and January. The last time that they've had a winning record in December and January since 1996. You were playing for them, and
right.
Chan Gailey was the coach prime. Wow. Now time for the Shaq Showcase highlight here on NFL Game Day Final, and that is in Big D. Tony Romo and the Cowboys trying to stop all this December swoon talk against a team that has not lost in December since 2005.
That's saying a lot.
Phillip Rivers has not lost a December game since entering the league. Finds Malcolm Floyd with Dallas up 3-0 after a nice drive by Dallas to open the game, stalled inside the 10-yard line. Some trickeration. LT off to Vincent Jackson to Phillip Rivers, who draws a flag on this throw to Malcolm Floyd. It's Gerald Sensabaugh. Pass interference.
Tripping Wildcat wrinkle there.
And that led to this. LaDainian Tomlinson back in Texas.
Playing a home game.
Give it to 21.
Career rushing touchdown number 136. 10th of the season. 7-3 Chargers on top. Cowboys march right down the field, knocking on the door. 3rd and goal. Marion Barber's turned away. Setting up 4th and goal. What do you think of this play call with Barber as the up back?
They just wanted to punch it and go for it. I like it.
Well, after the game, the Chargers called it predictable.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying about this offense.
So they knew it was going to either one of those 2 running backs. They knew it wasn't going to be a pass out of that formation. So no points as the Cowboys are down 10-3 midway in the 3rd quarter. That's Romo over the middle to Miles Austin, 21 yards.
And catch.
3 plays later, 9th play of the drive. Romo to Roy Williams, catch and yak. Gain of 25, 1st and goal from the 8. 11th play of the drive, 2nd and goal from the 6. This time they dial up the right play fake to Marion Barber.
Nice play.
Austin's wide open.
Against the picket fence zone coverage, he fooled the safety, got behind him for the touchdown.
12 plays, 99 yards, fires up the owner. 4th quarter now. Phillip Rivers on 2nd and 7. Avoids the rush, steps up. Vincent Jackson, it's incomplete. Back in the pocket. That's DeMarcus Ware down as his head goes crown first into the thigh of Brandon Dombrowski's hip. He would be hospitalized as a precaution, then released Sunday night. They believe he's going to be just fine.
You're a wonderful family. Praying for you, big fella.
Next play, Vincent Jackson comes down with it on 3rd.
This is what the San Diego Chargers do. They throw the ball vertically down the field to their big receivers.
120 yards receiving by Vincent Jackson. Next play, it's Rivers to Antonio Gates, and San Diego's on top 17-10.
One-on-one with a safety coach, and he's beaten.
Next possession for the Chargers. The Cowboys' defense was so strong all game. And then this drive, when they needed to get the Chargers off the field and the ball back in the hands of the offense in a 1-touchdown game, they couldn't get LT down there. And then Vincent Jackson moves the chains here. And you can see the clock's ticking down. Less than 7 minutes here. It's an 11-play drive. Less than 3 minutes now. Phillip Rivers to Antonio Gates on 3rd down.
Just a great drive by North Turner. Nick's run and pass and chewed up the clock.
4 plays later, it's a 15th play of the drive. Field goal attempt. And that's it. A 2-possession game. They scored a touchdown late. Nick Folk missed the field goal with his new holder, Tony Romo.
Wasn't the holder's fault.
And that's the way the frustration in the cookie is now crumbling in Dallas, which is facing another difficult December, starting out this one 0-2. Meanwhile, the Chargers have won 16 straight Decembers. Games, that's an NFL record. And the Dallas Cowboys, not so much. The Dallas Morning News sums it up. Nose dive. There's a picture of Marion Barber stuffed on that goal line stand by the Chargers. The Cowboys are now 8-5, falling further down the NFC. As that's the Shaq Showcase highlight here on NFL Game Day.
It was supposed to be, in many ways, shapes and forms, a big-time post-game party here in New Orleans for the undefeated Saints, but instead the Dallas Cowboys absolutely shocked this Superdome on NFL Network tonight by coming out and taking on Drew Brees and the Saints with DeMarcus Ware quite active after not practicing all week, and Tony Romo and the offense taking advantage of all the opportunities after the Saints go 3 and out on offense to start a game for only the second time all year. Tony Romo and Miles Austin make the first big play of the game.
They're establishing the run game, a little play action pass down the sideline for a touchdown to Miles Austin.
49-yarder over Malcolm Jenkins, the rookie.
It could be a double move, and that's something you want to attack aggressive corner with a double move.
And then the Saints go 3 and out for consecutive times to start a game for the first time all year, and then it's Romo to Austin again. A nice 26-yard quick gain to the Saints 15, and then 4 plays later, Marion Barber punches it in for the first time in 7 weeks, and the Cowboys are up 14-0 in the Superdome just like that.
They're establishing the line of scrimmage in a good way.
Jerry Jones, who came on our pregame show and said he was as nervous as a cat, breathing a quick sigh of relief, but the Saints have been down 14-0 at home before this year, and they won that game against Carolina by 10. However, the Dallas defense was hectoring Drew Brees all night. DeMarcus Ware with a sack fumble, and Anthony Spencer recovers it. Wade Phillips' crew added 3 points after that as Nick Folk, the much benign Nick Folk, made the field goal to make it 17-3 at the half. Third quarter, the Cowboys opened the half, and boy, did they open the half well. Romo to Ogletree for 17 yards, the Saints 26. And then 7 plays later, look who pops it in again. It's Marion Barber in the end zone.
Jason Garrett did a really good job of mixing the running and passing. When they got in the red zone this week, they stuck with the running game, and Marion Barber put it in.
A 13-play, 7-minute drive to start the half. Saints down by 21 now. Drew Brees to Devery Henderson in the end zone, and he drops it.
Missed opportunity all year. You've seen the Saints make this play, and it should have been a touchdown.
Oh, and the Saints are forced to punt instead of being down by 2 scores. They're still down by 21 going into the fourth quarter. Saints next possession on the plus side of the field. Brees, it's David Thomas. The Saints needing points and needing it fast. Down to the Cowboys 8. 2 plays later, 9th play of the drive. Mike Bell finally creases the end zone for New Orleans on this night. 24-10. Cowboys up by 2 scores. Next possession for the Cowboys. 3rd and 4. The Cowboys were 8 of 15 on 3rd down all night. Stellar on 3rd down, especially Romo. But Roy Williams had it in his hands and couldn't corral it.
Those are the type of plays you have to make as a receiver, especially a receiver his size.
So the Cowboys are forced to punt. Here come the Saints. 2 plays after that. Incompletion. Brees to David Thomas for 12 yards down to the Cowboys 40-yard line. That's Pierre Thomas. Next play. Here is David Thomas, as I mentioned, 12 yards. Brees buying time. He runs it himself down to the 14-yard line. 3 plays later, 7th play of the drive, Brees flips it out to Lance Moore.
A bubble screen, they execute it to perfection for the touchdown.
It's a 1-score game. The Cowboys get the ball back, 3rd and 7. Crowd going crazy. Romo to Miles Austin, who had a great game, picks it up.
As a cornerback, you gotta stay inside on this coverage, especially when you're blitzing guys from the outside. You must stay inside.
32-yard gain, and Romo's fired up. Next play, Tony Romo had a heck of a game. Play action, buys time, rolls out. John Phillips is wide open. It's a 23-yard gain down to the Saints 22, and the Saints burning all their timeouts, hoping to get the ball back. Romo getting it done. We see it again. He really made a nice play here.
He did. Romo bought some time using his legs and he remained the quarterback. Got the ball, completion, first down.
Stay in bounds.
So why are we flashing back to Nick Folk missing field goals pregame? The much maligned Nick Folk coming up, needing to get one between the uprights to end the Saints' chances for being an undefeated team, just like the Redskins had a chance to do the same with a bunny field goal to go up 10 late in the game against the Saints. And Folk hits the upright. He hits the upright, and the Saints have life as the Cowboys cannot believe that Brees now has the chance to get the ball back. and tie the game. But the Dallas defense saved the day, and DeMarcus Ware being the one that helped save the day, even though the Saints picked up a first down from Marcus Colston here with 1:17 to go. 26 seconds to go now. 2nd and 10 from their own 45 as Romo's watching it drip away. Breeze to Devery Henderson to the Dallas 42, but there's only 6 seconds left as New Orleans used all its timeouts to try and get the ball back. Last chance saloon for the Saints, trying to keep an undefeated season alive. Drew Brees is sacked for the 4th time. It's DeMarcus Ware with the 2nd sack fumble of the night, and the Dallas Cowboys win a must-win game in one tough environment, the loudest Superdome that anyone's really ever heard. And that's from some veteran Superdome watchers. And the Cowboys come up with a big 24-17 win. They are 9-5, handing the Saints their first loss of the season.
The finale of the NFC East showdown on week number 16. Tony Romo and the Cowboys take on Albert Haynesworth. Much beleaguered Albert Haynesworth in Washington for much beleaguered Redskins team. We picked things up in the first quarter with Jason Campbell picked off by Terrence Newman on the opening possession of the game. Takes it down to the Redskins 35-yard line, and then 6 plays later, Romo is playing lights out, guys, in December.
He is. Last 5 games been unbelievable for this guy.
And he scrambles, buys time, does what he does.
This is what he does best.
Improvising, making things happen. Beautiful. Roy could find us home.
7-0. Roy Williams. Yeah, hook him. Hook him. Second quarter, that's your score. 3rd play of this drive for the Cowboys. Romo to Jason Witten, who is rumbling free.
Can anybody catch him?
No, that's his longest reception ever.
Ever?
Ever, ever.
Ever, ever, ever?
Ever.
69 yards. Next play. They're running the ball, too, very well. I mean, they're doing everything that they're supposed to be doing.
All the backs are averaging well over 4 yards a carry.
Marion Barber makes it a 14-0 Cowboys lead at the half. That's your score in the 3rd quarter. 4th and 1 on the Redskins 35. Dallas is going to go for it.
Should.
Why not?
Why not?
Well, I mean, you could stick it to him with Sean Schweitzer.
Yeah, don't run it.
Oh, but they ran it Albert Haynesworth.
You cannot run it Haynesworth.
So,
late or early.
Redskins turn him away, and
that guy's a load in there.
He's a monster.
Get to practice when you want to.
Ensuing Redskins possession, Jason Campbell going for it on 3rd and 8 from the Cowboys for a lookout. Orlando Scandrick hits him. This is ruled incomplete, even though it seemed that there was a sack and the ball was going out of bounds behind him.
Watch his eyes. Watch his eyes. He's looking forward and he's looking to the right. He doesn't look to the left, his blind side, and notice this blitz coming off the back.
He don't supposed to look to the left. The lineman is supposed to look to the left.
You've got to scan the entire field before you
and one of the final confabs that Jim Zorn will have during the game with Jason Campbell right there. Miles Austin with a nice play here. 15 yards down to the Redskins 14. 10th play of the drive here. And then 3 plays later on 3rd and 1. Barber stuffed again. So in comes Sean Schweitzer. Now he was playing for the Redskins. Now he's playing for the Cowboys.
They booed him tremendously.
And yeah,
Tony Romo's holding.
Can you boo a kicker?
17-0. The Cowboys go up, and that would be your final score of this game of the night. Let's go Caps, referring to the hockey team in town, as Jim Zorn, one must assume, has 4 quarters left in his
coaching. He needs a new facial expression.
I don't know about that. So the Giants are eliminated from playoff contention. They're out. The only question is who will go in the playoffs as the NFC East champs. That will be determined next week in Dallas. It's the Shaq Showcase highlight, everybody. Let's go to Dallas, where Donovan McNabb and the Eagles trying to win the 2 seed. If they beat Dallas, they avoid a sweep from Dallas and get the 2 seed and get a week off. But Dallas could win the NFC East and host a playoff game, most likely against Philadelphia. And here comes Marion Barber with 58 rushing yards on the opening possession. And 3 plays later, Romo to Miles Austin. But there's laundry on the field. Sheldon Brown gets a nice grab of Miles.
Well, he's in his zone right now. That's the only way you can stop it is holding.
It's a Pro Bowl. Miles Austin.
Oh, well deserved.
4 plays later, 9th play of the drive. It's BFF to BFF. Romo finds Jason Witten.
Nice ball placement, Coach.
Not a lot of touchdowns with Jason Witten this year, but a lot of catches. That's his go-to
7-0. Dallas up in their first possession after an Eagles 3 and out. A 12-play drive that the Eagles do not break on. There is Jocelio Hansen on the tip drill, and the Eagles turn away the Cowboys' 12-play drive, and they have to get nothing and like it. Here come the Eagles right back after that pick. McNabb to Deshaun Jackson, and he overcooked it.
That was their best chance. He had him by 2 steps, and he overthrew it. Other than that, he was shut down deep.
Nice play. Nice patience by McNabb. You got to hit this when you get an opportunity.
So the Eagles get nothing out of that, and they have to like it. They've got to punt it. Ensuing Cowboys possession. 2nd and 17, no big whoop when you've got Miles Austin with some yak.
This guy's a strong runner with the football now. He's a tough guy. He's strong. He'll block. He'll go up and make a play. I love him.
40-yard gain on 2nd and 17. 3 plays later, 3rd and 4. Patrick Creighton touchdown.
Tony Romo moved Sheldon Brown with his little head pump and got the easy touchdown to Creighton.
14-0. Eagles get the ball back. Here's Deshaun Jackson with his longest gain of the day, 32 yards. He only had 3 catches, 47 yards.
Yeah, the game got out of hand. Dallas had the ball a lot in this game.
Next play, McNabb gets the snap from Nick Cole. He hasn't worked with this center very much.
A little low. He could have handled that.
Quarterback took his eyes off the ball and just missed the snap. Snap was where it needed to be. There you go.
Jay Ratliff recovers. A disastrous exchange there on offense for the Eagles, and the Cowboys get the ball back. They'd add a field goal on after that fumble. 17-0 Cowboys third quarter. McNabb taken down by Anthony Spencer, or at least hit by Spencer. Eagles forced to punt. Spencer's come on strong.
Pressure all day long. We saw this against the Saints in that great passing game. Same kind of pressure.
And then 2 plays later, here's Felix Jones running downhill.
Look at the blocking downfield.
Doing what he can do. 49-yard run. Cowboys go up 24-0, and that is the way they clinch the NFC East. The Eagles would be 2 seed. They're now the 6 seed coming into this game with no chance of hosting a playoff game as the Cowboys win their first regular season finale in 10 years. They wrap up their first winning December-January since 1996 as they took on the Philadelphia Eagles, coming off of their first back-to-back shutout.
Last dance.
Bang on that
Last dance.
Last dance, what, as an Eagle?
Last dance.
Well, McNabb was feeling it coming into the stadium, but once he got in the building, he and the Eagles offense, it was just like last week. 3rd and 8, middle of the first quarter, incomplete. Eagles punt. Next Eagles possession. The Dallas defense was dominating the line. And even though McNabb had some time, he eventually ran out of it. That is intentional grounding. Eagles forced to punt as Ed Hockley throws the flag right there.
Dallas has pressure, got pressure up the middle of the field and from both sides on the end.
First play of the second quarter of a scoreless game. There's Miles Austin in his first playoff game. 12 yards over the middle. Next play, Romo, play fake, going deep to Miles Austin. We've got a flag on the play.
Nice full sell on the play action. Now, good things can happen when you have big receivers that will fight for the ball.
Sheldon Brown called for this one.
Great call, but this is what happens when you have a nice running game. You can set up those big plays down the field.
And that sets up this. Another play action. Romo rolling out to Jason Phillips.
That's why we love mobile quarterbacks. Put them on the move.
Early this season, they got stopped. 4th and 1, 3rd and 4th and 1 inside the 1 yard line. Now they're moving Romo, giving themselves the pass run option. And I think that's a great play when you got a player like Romo.
John Phillips makes it 7-0. Next Eagles possession. Michael Vick in the game on 2nd and short, and he's throwing the ball to Jeremy Maclin. And what do we have here? The longest pass play in Philadelphia playoff history. Vick to Maclin, and we're tied at 7.
Great throw. Now, this was designed to complete this thing for a 20-yard gain, but he catches the ball, has saved some room on the sideline. A missed tackle. See ya. 75-yard touchdown.
So the Cowboys now having to respond, tied at 7. Romo throwing off his back foot over the middle late, and Sean Jones makes the interception and returns it to the Cowboys 14, and the Eagles have suddenly turned this game around, except for the fact there's a red challenge flag being thrown by Wade Phillips. And after further review, it's
right
called
there.
that the ball did
hit the ground. That's a good challenge
This
and a
is
good
a
call.
game changer, ladies and gentlemen.
Because the Cowboys retain possession, and then next play, Felix Jones with a first down run. 3 plays later, 3rd and 9 on the Cowboys 43. Romo to Patrick Creighton.
Creighton is the most consistent receiver, I feel, with the Dallas Cowboys. Whenever they need it, he always comes up big.
And then 3 plays later, a third down again. It's converted this time by Roy Williams.
He got him the ball early. Now Mike started off real well with Roy.
Made some plays today, Roy Williams did.
17-yard gain. Next play from the Eagles, 19, that he doesn't usually do.
He said today.
It's Romo to BFF.
Get it in!
Get it in!
Witten can't get it in. Down to the Eagles 1. Next play, Tashard Choice takes it in again. The Eagles had the ball on the Cowboys 14. The interception was overturned, and then the Cowboys drive it down the field, and Jerry Jones is clapping as Cowboys are up 14-7 midway through the second quarter. Here's Austin with 36 yards on the play.
A simple slant route. Usually a guy runs a slant, and he almost hesitates waiting on the hit. Not Miles Austin. He gets it and goes.
3 plays later, 3rd and 10, Roy Williams moves the chain.
Roy said, you do it, I can do it too.
Set up Sean Schweischem for a field goal. It's a 10-point game. 3 minutes and change to go in the half, and Michael Vick is handing it off to Leonard Weaver, and the ball's on the carpet. Bobby Carpenter's on it for the Cowboys. This was a crushing turnover.
Michael's reading the defensive end. He's going to hand this thing off.
Spencer made
but
that
Spencer kind of scared him a little bit, and Weaver pulled out of it.
And then next play, Felix Jones. 13-yard gain. Are you all right over there?
Yeah,
Are you okay?
I call him because every time he gets the ball, he just because you never know, he may be gone.
Get Michael a lozenge. Romo to Austin. Touchdown.
College screen.
And Romo gives Muscles Hockley a little pat on the po-po. After this, check it out. Austin, nice play right here. Get in the end zone and
look at him. Here's Ed.
He wants to be like
I don't know. If it's anything like his biceps, you could break your hand doing that. Next Eagles possession. A minute to go in the half. Trying to get some points before the half, down by 17. Jason Avant, nice play.
Great
gets
job by
out
the
of
quarterback.
bounds.
It's no give up in.
Next play, McNabb to Leonard Weaver, and he fumbles the football. What a half for Weaver. Can't get the exchange with Vic. Does indeed after the booth buzzes down. It's confirmed. Puts the ball on the turf. The Cowboys got another 3 points before the half. They're leading 20 points in this game. Midway through the third quarter, McNabb runs out of time.
Yeah, great coverage downfield. Great coverage downfield. Man under, great coverage.
Anthony Spencer is the one who benefits from the nice coverage sack. And then Felix Jones.
That's what I mean. Every time you get it, you always
watch his cut. Watch his cut. Are you a return man?
Touchdown! I love that guy right there.
Oh, boy.
That's the difference maker right there. You got to get him the ball.
Cowboys playoff win is sponsored by the letter W.
Jerry's giving high five. Right around that time, Jerry saw that gorilla go off his bike. He's walking across the field. He said, Jerry, I'm leaving you. I'm going to get on Donovan's back now.
34-14 is your final score. That may be the case, even though, you take a look at McNabb's numbers.
Jerry.
McNabb isn't the primary reason why the Eagles lost this game. You take a look. LaShawn McCoy, their leading rusher, had 5 runs of the football. But we'll talk about the Eagles for the moment. The Cowboys are moving on. They're at the Minnesota Vikings after getting that playoff monkey off their back. All right, let's get to it. So many people looking forward to this one. Brett Favre in the playoffs for the first time as a Viking.
Yes, sir.
Trying to beat the Dallas Cowboys in the playoffs for the first time, and the kid who grew up idolizing Brett Favre starting for those Dallas Cowboys. And they started out very well in this game. Tony Romo to Patrick Creighton on the opening drive. That was the 6th play of the drive, picking up the first down. Then on 3rd and 14, there goes Romo down, hit by Ray Edwards. He fumbles it. Kevin Williams recovers. This is what my English teacher back in high school called a harbinger.
Harbinger?
A sign of things to come.
Yeah.
For those scoring at home
we
without a
educate
dictionary
right there.
or a thesaurus.
Harbinger.
Turnover. Brett Favre.
All right,
His first set of downs is a Viking in the playoffs. Look out.
Jeez.
DeMarcus Ware bringing the wood.
Yeah, nobody blocked DeMarcus Ware. It's always easy to bring the wood if you don't have anybody in front of you. But Brett Favre saw it and got down. That saved the day for him.
So both defensive lines asserting themselves early. And then Dallas gets the ball back. Felix Jones, nice 11-yard gain there.
They started off very methodically.
2 plays later, a fumbled exchange. Oh, boy.
That can't happen this late in the season. That cannot happen.
Well, certainly against the defensive line looking to tee off. I mean, they were on schedule at 2nd and 6. Now it's 3rd and 9. And the defensive line began to tee off again.
And you got to think that has something to do with the crowd or those situations because Tony pulled out a little too early there.
Well, it's a nice play right there by Miles Austin grabbing the carom from his own teammate. 4th and 1 from the 30. Wade Phillips decides to kick it. And Sean Shreesham from 48 yards.
48 yards.
Right left. So Wade wanted to get on the board first, and he couldn't. Maybe
you just got to make that field goal.
Next Vikings possession, Brett Favre to Sidney Rice. Touchdown!
Dropped it over the top. The trajectory of the ball was incredible. Safety was full, Mike.
Safety made a bad play. Safety came up in. You're trying to fool Brett Favre, and these guys are coverage. He's only been playing for 2 million years. Get your butt back and play the deep half like you're supposed to.
I think that's what Dave
didn't see the football.
I think that's what Dave Campo is saying. I just read his lips.
Dave, that's
2 million years is what he said. Next possession for the Cowboys. Jason Witten on 3rd and 10 picks up the first down. Second quarter, same possession. 9th play of the drive. Romo to Martellus Bennett. 17 yards inside the Vikings 10. 2 plays later, 11th play of this drive. Romo is sacked by Ray Edwards.
They are so relentless. This front four will keep coming, and it will chase you right off the field.
So the Cowboys settled for the field goal. They're on the board, but that's when Flozell Adams was seen on the sideline nursing a left leg injury, and then the Vikings get the ball back while the trainers were looking at Flozell, and the free play on 3rd down was a pickup of 19 for Adrian Peterson. 3 plays later on 3rd down, it's Chester Taylor picking up this first down.
Got the great screen game, especially to Chester Taylor. Those linemen can get out and block in space.
And then 3 plays later, Favre play fake and rolling out. Boom! Avoids the rush, extends the play. Sidney Rice, touchdown number 2.
This is improvised all the way by Brett and Sidney Rice. Make a play, work to the open man, keep the play alive. That's incredible.
When Sidney Rice went down, Michael Jenkins, you see right here, watch Sidney Rice goes down.
Michael
Jenkins is right there. He lets him go. You start chasing Brett Favre, and then you say, oh, no. What happened?
That's my guy.
That's what happened.
16-yarder. It's a 14-3 lead, and Flozell Adams did not return. And would you believe the second play after Flozell was out, Jared Allen hits Romo. Ben Lieber recovers, and I mean, with the Rhinestone Cowboy teeing off, you can't even put a Pro Bowl tight end on him.
Yeah, you can't. It's hard for a tight end over there against a speed rusher with that crowd noise, sack, strip, fumble.
Jason Witten was supposed to help, not have him by himself, I'm sure.
That was once one big hotel on the sidelines right there as the Vikings got 3 points out of it. Okay, second half, 17-3. Felix Jones run right at Jared Allen if you can't stop him on the pass rush. That's exactly what they did. 17 yards right there. 5 plays later, 3rd and long again. Romo trying to extend the play, and then Chad Greenway ends it. Another sack of Romo. He was sacked 4 times in the first half alone. Next play, bring out Sean Shreesham from 49 yards away. Shreesham is Norwegian for Noonan.
It's the first 49.
He missed another one.
Noonan.
Redskins fans are laughing. Cowboys fans and Romo are muttering to themselves.
What do you think Nick Folk is saying?
Nope. Maybe he's laughing too.
Yes.
No points again. 17-3 is still the score, and Romo is picked off by Ben Lieber 2 possessions later. What happened here?
Sooner or later, the pressure's going to get to you. The quarterback's going to double clutch it, or he's going to have an ill-advised throw. You watch it. He's looking. There's the pressure from Ray Edwards. He pumps. He pulls it back. Doesn't see Ben Lieber, and it's a first down on the 16-yard line going in.
But the Cowboys' defense held firm, held them to just 3 points again, so it's still within reach here. It's still 20-3 if somehow Romo can be protected with 12 and a half minutes to go. But here comes Jimmy Kennedy to sack Romo on 3rd and 4. 6 times Romo was sacked. That's a franchise record in the playoffs for the Vikings, and the most Romo's ever been sacked, 20-3. 4 plays after that sack. Here's Favre to Sidney Rice on the rollout. Nice gain right there of 20 to midfield.
You know, Minnesota did a great job. They rolled Brett Favre, the old man, out. He was running more than anything in any day. He still made the completions. And then Tony Romo stayed in the pocket, and they got all over Tony Romo.
He absorbed the hit from Brooking to make the play. 3 plays later, 3rd and 4. Favre going up top to Rice again, and it's a 3rd touchdown for Sidney Rice. 6 catches, 141 yards, and this score to put them up 27-3. And it's Favre with a 40-yard dash all the way to the end zone to get part of the celebration.
Yeah, and you love seeing him do that. He's always done that. But what an opportunity he gave Sidney Rice. He saw one-on-one outside. He knew if I put it up in the air, just give my guy an opportunity, my guy will come down with it. Sidney Rice did for a touchdown.
With 4 minutes plus to go, with the ball back, that's Bernard Berrien on a 19-yard gain, and the triumvirate of Wade, Garrett, and there's even Mr. Jones in the background right there, not knowing what to do. 4th and 3, they decide to go for it, and look who's shaking loose! It's Visanthe Shanko!
Oh, he's hanging out on the corner route over here. He's number 2 in the progression. The back in the flat was covered. He popped it up to Shanko.
Brett Favre, number 4, the first ever 40-something quarterback to start a playoff game, becomes the first 40-year-old quarterback to win a playoff game. And fittingly, the 40-year-old has a stat line of 4 touchdowns and no interceptions. The 4 touchdowns is something Brett Favre has never done in the postseason, and Minnesota is heading down to the Bayou for a big-time NFC Championship game.